Mr. President, thanks.
Thank you.
When asked about who ran Russia, who's really in charge, President Medvedev or Prime Minister Putin kind of dodged the question, and you noted you hadn't met Prime Minister Putin. Well, you've met him now.
Right.
Is your answer changed about who runs Russia?
Well, my answer yesterday continues to be my belief, which is they've got a president, they've got a prime minister. Both have significant roles in the government. They cooperate and work very closely together. They're political allies, and so my suspicion is they consult with each other before they make significant decisions.
Does he still have one foot in the Cold War past?
I think he'd be the first to admit that as somebody who grew up in Soviet Russia, he's somebody who knows the pains and hardships and difficulties of the Russian past, and that still informs some of his views. But I will say this: I think that I found him to be very smart, and I found him to have a practical bent. I think the one thing that I suspect Prime Minister Putin would completely agree on is that he's not sentimental about how he views the world, and where there are common interests between the United States and Russia, my belief is that we can potentially pursue those common interests to the benefit of both countries.
Are you confident that that Russia takes the Iranian threat as seriously as you do?
I am persuaded that they do not want to see Iran possess a nuclear weapon, and I think they are concerned about the potentially destabilizing effect of a nuclear arms race in the Middle East.
Early on, when you took office, you said the economy was going to get worse before it gets better. Vice President Biden over the weekend said the team misread the economy. What is the state of the economy?
We haven't always gotten the numbers right, but I think the general overview is right. We went through an economic tsunami that was far worse than anything we've gone through since the Great Depression. And even early on, I think we did not see the full magnitude of what was going to happen.
Are you concerned that you're not getting good data from your team?
No.
Or do you think this was just a misread?
No, well, I would actually, rather than say misread, we had incomplete information. We came in January 20th. It was only after the first quarter numbers came in, as you'll recall, that suddenly everybody looked and said the economy shrank 6%. So it was happening much more rapidly at an accelerated pace than the projections that were out there at the time.
You're a political junkie.
Yeah.
Just give me your reaction to the Sarah Palin stuff.
Well, I think a lot of people were surprised. Obviously, she has generated a lot of attention. She has a fiercely loyal constituency within the Republican Party and in the conservative movement. But she says that this is something that is best for her family, and I respect that.
Al Sharpton has said that Michael Jackson's imprint, sort of the crossover, being able to cross over from a black audience to a white audience, helped pave the way for Oprah Winfrey, Tiger Woods, and you. Do you buy that argument?
You know what I do believe is that black sports figures and black entertainers helped to create a comfort level with African Americans that had an impact historically, dating back to people like Sidney Poitier or Louis Armstrong, up through Michael Jackson. So I would say that he's part of a long line of black entertainers that had a powerful impact on the culture.